Hey guys, Josh here, welcome to Australia for round 1 of the UTR F1 2015 league. This is basically then 100% league that I'm in, and I'm hopefully going to be doing highlights of every round. So here we are then in Australia for round number 1, and as you can see on the screen right now, we are going to be starting in 10th place in our Force India. Not the best qualifying for us at all. We got caught out by rain in qualifying and basically had to set a lap in kind of intermediate conditions, so that's why we're so far down on the grid. But hopefully we can make some positions up in the race, as we did actually finish second in the test race, so we know we have the race pace. But let's see then if we can show it. 5 lights out then, and we are racing in Australia. There's massive wheel spin for the Mercedes car ahead. We've already got past him. He's on prime tyres, so no wonder he had such a bad start. You can see we've already broken clear of the rest of the pack, but the Mercedes driver there did actually manage to get his turn 1 completely right. There's a Williams though in the barrier, so it looks like his race is taking a major hit, but of course it's a 100% race, so plenty of time to gain any positions he may lose on this first lap. But we're certainly gaining a lot of positions. We're now up into 7th place then, as we've gone around the outside of Aaron, who's clearly had a bit of contact with somebody. Now we're behind the Sauber then, and we'll be looking to make our way up into 6th place. A really good start from us in only our second ever 100% race on this game. We gave him a slight tap there. We were just kind of put off, thrown off by his earlier braking than us. But anyway, later on to that lap, then you can see the Sauber has gone into the side of the Lotus. The Sauber is luckily ghosted. Otherwise, that could have been catastrophic for us. But we've just managed to get past him then, and the Lotus driver up into 5th place then, after starting 10th on the grid. So yeah, 1 lap then, just 10th to 5th. But anyway, it looks like a 5th place is under threat now from Jack, who's managed to get the slipstream on us, and Jack in the Lotus then has managed to get past us. He's now up into 5th place, and he's kind of lagging a bit here. And we do actually go into the back of him here, so I'm not sure if that was on his screen, but it probably was, because he kind of stays, unghosted. So he's obviously braking very early, but still, it's my fault. I should have known, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully I will have to take into account other people sometimes do brake a bit earlier, especially with it being lap 2 as well. I guess do need to be a bit cautious, but of course I've been very aggressive after, I was kind of angry after a poor qualifying, and was really keen to make positions on these first few laps. But nevertheless, we're still up in 7th place, still pretty happy with that. You can see the Sauber has completely messed up that corner, and now that might even give the Lotus a chance to get ahead and move himself up into 5th place. But we'll just be, keeping behind these two. It looks like the Sauber's completely messing up pretty much every corner. As you can see, he's all over the place, and this should be probably the easiest pass we're going to have to make in the whole race, really. Now up into 6th place, but we've gone wide, and how is that a legal overtake? He ghosted and then went right through us, and look, we nearly turned into the Ferrari there. We didn't see him, and he just came out of nowhere, really, and what an awful corner that was for us then. But we do actually manage to get past the Sauber now, as he's messed up the corner for another time. He probably needs to put the racing line on, to be honest. I mean, we were going to run with very few assists in this race, but we didn't actually get to practice at all, so I'd have basically been nowhere without the racing line. I know in championship season and that in my career modes, I always run without the racing line, but just in leagues, I want to be competitive, and I don't want to have to concentrate too hard, really. So I just wanted to have fun as well. So I think that's why I put the racing line on for this episode. Possibly take it off for future races, but it did me pretty well in this race, really. It stops me braking really weirdly as well and causing incidents like the Sauber was. But anyway, up into 7th place then, behind the Ferrari then of Ferrari Alonso 12. Bit of an unfortunate gamer tag that, considering Alonso's moved now. But I guess of course you could still support Ferrari and Alonso, I guess, even if they are at different teams now. But anyway, those two do seem to be heading into a bit of a squabble, so we'll just keep behind them. And look, he nearly turned it on there, and that could have been a nasty incident. But yeah, the Ferrari just completely giving up on that corner and just cutting it completely. But didn't really gain too much time, because as you can see, we're actually gaining on him. We actually managed to take that corner very cleanly for pretty much every lap, really. As you can see, the Sauber goes off again. Like I said, he really needs to I think turn on the racing line with completely. What has gone on there? The Ferrari braked for some reason there. Was that lag? I really hope it was, because that was an awful incident. We just kind of, it was like a forklift truck, and just kind of hoofed it up. And anyway, while all that was going on, we have managed to get past the Lotus, and we're now up into 5th place then. And we've also got the DRS, so we can pursue Jack, which we already have, and we've already got past him. Of course, he started on the prime tyres, and of course we saw him being pretty wild at turn 1, but it did him well because he's up to 5th place considering he started on the prime tyres. That's really, really good for him. But anyway, we have a teammate up ahead then, that's Ewan on the right, he's our teammate. And then we got Brad, a Racing Viper, up ahead in the Red Bull. So we're hoping to get past these two. As you can see, the rain is starting to fall here in Melbourne. We'll have to be thinking about making a pit stop soon. And this is such a good time to gain positions, really, in these kind of, you know, when it's getting wetter, because people are trying to think about, you know, tyre strategies, but then you can kind of just make the moves while they're all thinking about that. And of course these two are fighting each other. Bit of a team orders going on, really. You know, the Force India really helping us out here. I mean, there weren't any team orders, but he was doing a massive favour for us, holding up Brad, and we do actually manage to try and capitalise on this now. As you can see, the Force India really holding up Brad. He's kind of lagging a bit, Ewan. Hopefully he can get his connection sorted. And as you can see here, I believe, I can't remember what he said, but he has some kind of major problem, and I can't remember if his controller disconnected, or I think his internet just kind of went off or something like that anyway. But you know, that's basically the race run for you, and he kind of just lagged out, and a bit of a shame, really, you know, because first round it's good to get some points on the board for Force India. But anyway, on lap 7 then, we're coming into the pits. As you can see, Alex Bishop, the race leader, or was the race leader, has also come into the pits. So we'll just be making hopefully a standard pit stop. Then we come into our box, but then we don't come into our box. We're waiting outside our box. We're not going in, and you can see the McLaren pit stops getting ready. And yeah, it's now 17 seconds. This is all our hard work is completely done, and 600 seconds later, as you can see, we're still here. Yeah, that's right. It was you know, a very lengthy pit stop, over 600 seconds. This just went on and on. We had a massive train as well behind us, because the McLaren got stuck as well, and I think the McLaren teammate and Ferrari, I believe, as well got stuck. So basically 4 of us had our race ruined just from this pit stop glitch. I reckon it was caused by Ewan, who basically lagged out in the pits. I believe he came into the pits and retired, or you know, kind of lagged out and disconnected. And I think the Force India pit crew think he's still in there, so I got stuck out here. And then, you know, it's a bit of a freak glitch, really. I mean, you know, most people have never seen this glitch before, so you know, you guys can let me know if you guys, you know, have seen this glitch. But anyway, just to camp off, then we did actually manage to get 7th place out of this race, due to some people being disqualified, I believe, for corner cutting, so or various kind of glitches people got disqualified for as well. But yeah, basically we had no choice really but to call it a day, and sadly that's Australian Grand Prix over, but we'll be back again soon. Of course, Belgium is the next round, and that'll be taking place next Monday, which hopefully will be a glitch-free race. Anyway, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Have an awesome week. I've been Josh. Goodbye.